Stop scrolling if you have a picky eater. This discovery is the reason children around the world suffer from picky eating, allergies, mood disorders, and gut health issues, especially for families with children ages 2 to 13. A recent 2023 study showed that nutritional deficiencies in children led to various health problems, including weakened immune systems and slower body and brain development. But there's more to the story. It's called the iceberg study due to the scary findings that are laying just under the surface. The medical notes went all the way back to 2002, and it showed that when children have poor nutritional habits, the cascading effects put the entire household under severe stress. These secondary stressors and issues include limited attention span for both the children and the parents, a weakened comprehension for both children and parents, increased fighting and conflict for both children and the parents. The crazy part is that when the child's nutrition levels decreased, every person in the family was affected negatively, even if their diets and nutrition stayed exactly the same. This is why they call it the iceberg study. Because simple things like picky eating leads to catastrophic outcomes for everyone in the family. My name is Alan Brower, and I'm one of the leading researchers in the world of nutrition, psychology, and human behavior. I spent the past 12 years in the fields of health, wellness, and human development. The good news is that if you're experiencing the issues above, feeling those constant stressors of life inside of the family, they can be fixed. Since we know that poor nutrition leads to so many other issues, all we have to do is fix the kids' poor nutrition. Easier said than done, am I right? I'd be lying if I said I didn't experience these life stressors myself. And I'd also be lying if I told you my picky eaters weren't wreaking havoc on our family system. Not only did my daughter not eat anything I put in front of her, but her poor gut health was causing serious behavioral issues. I'd have to beg my kids at the dinner table. 2 more bites here, 3 more bites there, even bribing them. If you eat this, then you can have a treat. And it takes a toll. And what's worse, it erodes our connection and our relationship. My patience got shorter, not only with them, but with my wife as well. And sometimes, I hate to say it, I felt like a bad parent because I couldn't seem to get them to eat any of the healthy things that I would make for them. Even after I spent all the time and energy at the grocery store shopping and cooking, man, I felt defeated. Because I was struggling so severely with my own kids' behavioral issues, their lack of attention, and their insomnia, which kept the entire house awake, I needed to find a solution, and I didn't sit still. Through my work in the health and wellness space, I stumbled across a study from Cambridge University explaining the link between dissonance in the home and children's nutrition and gut health. When children's nutritional health is compromised, it wreaks havoc on the family system. This was my aha moment. I thought I was fighting 2 battles, but I was actually fighting 1. I asked myself the question, if I can fix the nutritional issue, I might be able to solve the mood and behavioral issues as well. Myself and other leading experts in the space now believe that poor child nutrition is the root cause of family turmoil, parental stress, and feelings of depression and anxiety for both children and parents. Moms and dads can now know for sure if their children have poor nutrition if their child refuses to eat or has very picky taste. They have to beg, bribe, or battle their kids to eat anything healthy. They struggle to find cooperation inside of the home. They need to repeat themselves over and over and over again. They have family members with poor sleeping habits. They're feeling cranky and irritable, getting distracted easily, and having fatigue and low energy. These are the signs of poor gut health and nutrition in kids, and we urge parents not to ignore them. There's something deeper taking place here, and it needs to be addressed. The good news is, we found the solution. Thanks to all of this research, I have been able to unlock a breakthrough with a recent invention. And getting children the nutrition they need is closer than we realized. I fused this invention into a children's nutrition company called WithLove. Because I needed to find a solution for my own children, I started to research what has worked in the past, specifically for adults, to solve nutritional deficits and improve gut health and overall mood. There are 3 legs to the stool: The biggest breakthroughs in human health over the past few years have been longevity, microbiome, and vitamins and minerals. If adults can focus on these 3 areas, they cover all aspects of nutritional health, gut health, and overall well-being. And this is so promising because it gives us the exact blueprint we need for children's nutritional health. The first leg of this stool is protein. Muscle growth and mass is the #1 measure for longevity, which means that if you want to stay living healthier for longer, you should have more muscle. Muscle needs protein, and consuming more protein gives a powerful fuel source for your body. Children are growing at such a rapid rate, they need a high-quality fuel source to burn energy and convert that energy into a strong and healthy body and brain. If they don't have a high-quality protein, their body will crave other fuel, like sugar and carbs. This is why kids turn into little sugar monsters. And if they don't have a high-quality fuel source to burn from, their bodies will start to burn energy from vital organs like their brain, kidneys, and liver to help them maintain auxiliary energy. None of this is good. The second leg of the stool is probiotics. Microbiome is the bacteria found inside the gut and the intestinal tract. The microbiome is extremely important in regulating the gut lining to make sure your food and nutrients are being absorbed correctly. It also acts to regulate mood and behavior inside of the body. There are so many nerve endings around the gut, they call this the second brain. Well, this gut brain will tell the body what to focus on, how much to sleep, and regulate nervous system functions. It also supports healthy digestion and elimination of waste. So, if your microbiome is off, you can either be very constipated or have a lot of diarrhea. I don't know about you or your kids, but when I'm constipated, I'm not very happy. The third leg of the stool is vitamins and minerals. Unfortunately today, food that is marketed to children directly lacks nearly all essential nutrients for a growing body. The worst part is our current food system now also has 50% less nutrients than it did 50 years ago. This is due to the depletion of soil and our harvesting practices. Yet vitamins and minerals are a critical component of overall health and nutrition. Pair this with a picky eater and the odds are not stacked in your favor. But through some exciting new findings, there are ways to get high amounts of vitamins and minerals without forcing children to eat all their broccoli. We ran a small test on 200 families and they loved it, and science proves that it works. The first test we did with our 3-in-1 protein and probiotic powder with multivitamins for kids was on a group of 200 families, children ages 2 to 13, and the results were astonishing. Not only did the parents not have to beg their children to eat something good for them, but the kids were asking for seconds. And because the children's nutrition and gut health started to heal, the families were starting to see big shifts in their home. Less arguing, less battles, less headaches, and less brain damage. Parents found that their happier kids would have more attention and better behavior. The moms and dads of this early group started to cry tears of joy. They were experiencing a harmony inside of the home that hadn't been there for years. The early research we did settles it. Families struggling with picky eaters, turmoil in the home, and the constant emotional stressors are caused by poor child nutrition. I've partnered with the best manufacturing and production firm I can find and spent the next few months perfecting a new kids nutritional powder, making sure we use the absolute finest ingredients for bioavailability, quality, and efficacy. First, we added grass-fed whey isolate, the cleanest, least processed, highest bioavailability protein available. Great for building strong bodies and brains and acting as a very clean fuel source. Then we also included a probiotic blend designed for gut health and to fortify the gut and intestinal tract. We formulated this blend specifically for little tummies, which are a little more sensitive. We also added desiccated beef organs. Yes, you heard that right. An extremely nutrition-dense ingredient packed with tons of vitamins and minerals. After that, we added chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, and MCT oil. All have great properties in fortifying immune systems and improving general health. And they have some of the cleanest sources of vitamins, minerals, omegas, and amino acids. Last but definitely not least, we added vanilla extract and monk fruit to make it taste delicious. Because let's face it, children need to love it. After a few mistakes, we finally got a home run. Our first formula was promising, but it was not perfect. We used real-life customer feedback to make it better with some refinements. We developed this new formula to target the newest allergy issues, methylation issues, B12, folate, etc. Our folate is now methylfolate instead of folic acid. And today, we updated our B12 to methylcobalamin because so many moms were asking us to switch to cater to the MTHFR gene. This improved the product tremendously and had better results for both kids and parents. Our second formula was a home run. Our results far exceeded all of our expectations, and moms and dads were absolutely thrilled with the results they were getting with their children. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce WithLove 3-in-1 protein and probiotic powder with multivitamins. It's already helped hundreds of parents find more harmony in their home. Children are getting the nutrition they need without fighting, begging, or bribing. Words cannot describe how rewarding it is to hear from so many families who say our WithLove protein powder has helped them feel like better parents and improve the lives of their children and their families. The radical shifts in behavior and mood are felt everywhere, in home, in school, and in running errands. It's like a harmony switch was flipped. Here is how you use it. I first created this by being a mad scientist in my own kitchen, Frankensteining different supplements and powders into smoothies for my kids. It required a little bit of art and a little bit of science since I was measuring all of the raw materials myself. I was even breaking capsules open to hide them in their drinks. Today, it's much easier. Each morning, before you get going with your daily errands and your responsibilities, take 1 scoop of WithLove's protein and gut health powder and add it to milk or cold water. Toss it in a blender for 20 seconds or in a shaker for just 45 seconds, and you can serve it immediately. In less than 2 minutes, you just gave your child everything they need to build a strong immune system, body, and brain. And you can continue the rest of your day knowing that you're a great parent, giving your kids everything they need to be healthy and strong. If you want to get fancy, you can add fruit like strawberries or bananas to make it extra yummy. It's working better than we hoped and better than advertised. Honestly, this product works better than expected. I made this for my own needs of fighting with my picky eaters and having children with gut health issues. But parents are raving about the results. Like Courtney, who gave it a 5-star review. She said, "I was shocked at how smooth it was and the taste. I don't typically like the taste of whey protein, but this didn't taste like most protein powders I've tried. My kids love it too." And Isabel said, "The best protein powder ever. My kids love it, and it makes mom happy that the ingredients are clean." And Christy, who gave us a 5-star review and said, "We love it so much. My picky eater has a better appetite now and asks for it for breakfast every morning. My other 2 sons enjoy drinking it. This has taken the worry out of a lot of food issues we've had in the past. Thank you so much for the clean product my kids love." And Lauren, who said, "My kids love this protein powder and so do I." She continues on to say that her kids request their vanilla shake every day, several times a day. And Rochelle, who gave it to both her granddaughter and her husband. She said that her husband went absolutely bonkers and asked if they're now switching protein brands. The funny thing is, he had no idea it was for children. Now we know that child nutritional deficiencies cause more issues and wreaks more havoc on the home than we thought. And it can be fixed by tackling 3 main areas: a good protein source for fuel, improving the gut lining and the gut brain through probiotics and healthy microbiome, and by supplying the body and the brain with essential vitamins and minerals. We see firsthand how hundreds of families are transforming through this breakthrough in nutrition and cultivating more harmony in their homes. And the science confirms that WithLove's protein and gut health powder with multivitamin is the only kids nutritional protein powder that is uniquely formulated to address these severe problems. Let me ask you a question. What will the vast majority of parents experience when they wake up in the morning a month from now? I want to be as honest and truthful as possible, so I need to say it. It would break my heart to see anyone miss out on this opportunity. Because the truth is, if they don't get their hands on WithLove's protein and gut health powder today, nothing will change. In fact, they'll keep perpetuating the same stressful situations that have been running the show for far too long. More picky eaters fighting over food, more sleepless nights, moody and poor behavior from their kids and their partners, and more unneeded stress. It affects the entire family. Yet, it doesn't have to stay this way. With our help, parents can fight back against the struggles of kids' nutrition and finally bring some harmony and peace to their dining tables, their kitchens, and their home. Breathing easy and finding a happy rhythm between them, their children, and their entire family. All of this from simply taking advantage of the kids' nutritional breakthrough inside WithLove's protein and probiotic powder with multivitamins. And here's some great news. Because viewers that have watched this far have proven their commitment to their family's health, we've reserved 199 pouches of our latest formulation just for those special viewers. But we must act now before WithLove runs out of stock. WithLove's protein and probiotic powder for kids is so potent, primal, and pure, and it's so effective that the word has already gotten out. Parents across America are discovering this incredible nutritional powder for themselves, and they're ordering 5 or more pouches at a time. That way, they just don't improve their children's health in the short term, but they keep the peace and the harmony in their home month after month. I know it might sound kind of crazy, but it makes sense. Especially because there's so much research showing that when it comes to ingredients inside WithLove's protein powder, the longer that it's used, the greater amount of nutritional support your family will receive. If you only buy one, it could sell out when you come back. Imagine finally being able not to fight your kids to eat their food, but instead, they ask for seconds because it's that good. Knowing that it's packed with such good ingredients, you'll want to keep giving it to your children. But then coming back to this website to see that there's a big message on the top right corner saying out of stock. It's not even worth risking. So I've spoken to our fulfillment team and they've promised to reserve the next batch for folks who order through this video. The first 199 people who order today will be able to reserve up to 6 pouches of WithLove's protein and gut health powder with multivitamins. And the great news is that the more WithLove protein powder that viewers decide to invest in right now, the more they save. Look, while WithLove's protein and gut health powder has a suggested retail price of $79, which is an absolute steal in its own right, on this website only, parents are able to order a full 6-month supply for a massive discount. Plus, I've also gotten my team to agree to provide a discount on a 3-month supply too. It's not quite as big as the 6-pouch discount, but it's still quite a savings. And parents who order today won't ever be charged again unless they make another order. Though I urge our parents to be quick, this batch will sell out. Our team at the WithLove Fulfillment Center will put your order in the mail as soon as the order is confirmed, and it usually takes between 3 and 7 business days to arrive. When the delivery man knocks on your door, tear open the package and have your kids try it immediately. Just grab your blender, some milk, or water or nut milk, throw in some strawberries and bananas, only if you want, and blend for about 25 seconds. Your picky eater problem and your parenting stress about feeding your kids healthy food just vanished. And most kids and parents are absolutely hooked after their first try. When parents use WithLove every day as part of their morning and snack routine, their kids end up happier, their family life gets easier, and worrying about nutrition goes right out the window. Yet, any mom or dad who is not 100% amazed, or if their children aren't absolutely loving the taste, then I will personally make sure that WithLove offers a full and prompt refund within the first 30 days. We won't ask why, and the pouch can even be empty. Simply put, families only pay if they're totally happy with the product. Sound good? Then order your supply of WithLove protein and gut health powder with multivitamins. Make sure you get the big discount by choosing the 6-month option below. Just click on the package that's right for you, then review everything on the next page. Moms and dads risk nothing by trying WithLove's protein and gut health powder with multivitamins today. Yet they can change the entire family dynamic almost instantly.